Hey guys, Button25 here, playing Orbiter 2010 once again. Today, we'll be launching Orbcomm Generation 2. If I press the right button. I definitely pressed the right button. Now, slow motion. Yeah, as you can see, it's off. Of course, this is performing a flyback to LZ1, which is over there. Let me zoom out. LZ1 is here, landing zone 1. Of course, also over here you can see Launch Complex 17, which is for the Delta launch pads. This is the Delta 2 launch pad, sorry, not Delta. Of course, Orbcomm Generation 2. There's also that one dummy payload, or dummy payload, dummy satellite. But there's one thing that's not realistic in this launch, is that it goes mostly vertical. I think the person who made this mod did not adapt to the vehicle. But it does have enough delta V to get into orbit nonetheless. It just would be more difficult, I'm presuming. Yeah, you can see at the last second it pitches over. I'm doing bits of time acceleration, but you can see we still have quite a bit of fuel, but of course we don't cut off when that fuel runs out, because we need to be able to we need to be able to fly back. There we go. So now we're on the second stage, which ignites, and you can see the first stage flipping around there. And we can watch as that thing floats away. We're going to wait for fairing separation before. We're actually going to see if we can see the first engine burn. We probably will not be able to see the engine burn, because by the time it flips around, but anyway, there goes the fairings. Right, yeah, we're not going to be able to see it, so I'm going to switch back to Falcon 9 Stage 1. So yes, you can see it's performing a rather downwards thrust. As you can see, I'm pretty sure this is going a bit twice as high as the first stage of the Falcon 9 would. Fingers crossed I didn't mess that up. But as you can see, I'm not sure if the real Falcon 9 has thrusters down here as well. Yep, Gridfin's deployed. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't deploy at that altitude. It would deploy relatively low into the atmosphere. And this would be the re-entry burn. So this gets us lined up. Now let's just see how, if I can scroll down. Where is it? Falcon 9, here we go. So you can see that the upper stage is still burning, while this thing is re-entering. You can see we're doing pretty good for our approach or center. Call it what you want. Just call it whatever you want. Landing zone 1, really. Right, hold on. I'm turning the RCS off. And E. Set E. There you can see we're falling towards LZ1. Landing gear deployed. And I'm going to see if we can see engine ignition. But of course, we'll also see the readout there. There we go, engine ignition. Can't see the thruster firings, but we can. What? How can you not see that? As you can see, it's going slightly to the side. As you can see, it's this version of this interpretation of the Merlin. Oh, we ran out of fuel. But I'm pretty sure the real Falcon could have survived that. Let's go back to the the upper stage. So as you can see, that's perfectly fine. It's in orbit. Now let's select the ESPA, this, which is that thing, because that, as most of you will, as if you watched the launch, you remember that stayed attached to the upper stage. Of course, the staging sequence is not the same. Of course, I'm trying to keep them a bit of a distance away from each other before we fully deploy them. Of course, you can deploy their solar arrays, you can deploy their antenna. Or antennae, I'm not sure what the proper term is. I'm going to wait a while for them to get some space between them before we deploy the last three. So on. Boop. That should be enough. And that should be enough. I wonder does. Yeah, it just chucks that away. And now if we select ship, select the Falcon 9. Assuming RCS is enabled, so I'm going to attempt perform an avoidance maneuver. So let's get out of here. And point retrograde because of course we want this thing to deorbit itself. To be honest. Now let's go to select ship, select Orbcomm to OG2 let's see the controls. So B, that's going to set our attitude. Let's just perform a quick thrust, and then start deployment. I'm switching to this one. You can see the previous satellite we deployed over there. This one I'm going to start deployment and then auto attitude. So back. Okay, I think there's one of them. I'm presuming the other one is often. I don't know where that is. So as you can see, this is why I wanted to get that separation. Check, is it? Yeah, you can see some of them are rather close. Let's see, 13. Oh god, 13's getting speared. It's getting messed up. Yep, so we're going to just kind of propel ourselves away before. And B, we want auto attitude as well. And get a bit of distance and deploy those, and then auto attitude, but still get ourselves away from those satellites. And once again, but grief. Yeah, we're going to spear that with the antenna, but who cares? This is not real, and things cannot collide. Oh, this one doesn't want to deploy. How interesting. Oh, he's just pressing the wrong button. Whoop. Okay, this guy, we need to perform evasive maneuvers, and followed by that, and then the final one, because there's only, after this there would only be the dummy. So yeah guys, that was the Orbcomm Generation 2 launch in Orbiter 2010. I'm Bottom25. Goodbye.